Hey guys, welcome back to Inside the Storm. I'm your host Zane, and today we're going to be talking about everything Newport Storm FC about the senior team with Matt, one of our new signings. Matt, welcome to the pod. Good to have you here.
Thanks, mate. It's good to be part of it.
100%. We've been pretty excited to have you. You've been at the club for 2 weeks now, so
yes,
we thought we'd get you in, have a little chat, see how you're going, how you're finding the club and the boys. Let's jump straight into it. So, what have you made of your performances the past 2 weeks so far?
Yeah, look, I think we've gotten 2 wins out of 2 games. That's a first start.
100%.
In a team environment, you want to be winning games.
Sure.
I've come into a team that's been on the winning track the whole time. Obviously, the game before I joined was the first loss.
Yeah.
So not a great time
Besides that,
sort of see that. But I think it was a good bounce back to get the win again against a team that's sort of improved a lot since the last time you versed them. And I think the best thing about that was they came out very strong and hit us hard, and we still got the win on a really small pitch that didn't benefit me, didn't benefit a lot of the forwards because we all like to create space.
Sure. And
in the tight spaced area, it was difficult, but we still managed to get the win. We got 2 goals and we won comfortably.
Yep.
Obviously, this second performance was quite good. Got about 15-20 minutes off the bench and created a good chance and finished
a good chance.
Yeah.
Come on.
I finished that good chance that I created and scored a banger. Let's be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
It was a
back
banger.
yourself, 100%.
So yeah, we'll be honest. It was a banger, and yeah, I'm quite proud of that. And I think let's see what the next 8 games has for us. I think there's going to be a lot more to come from that.
100%. What did you make of the last game? Because you kind of got to see it from, obviously not starting, you got to kind of assess everything. So what were your kind of opinions on the game?
I think we started very slow again. I think it was a tight sort of first 40 to 50 minutes.
Yep.
And credit to us, we created a lot of chances. We didn't finish a lot at the start, but it didn't mean we conceded and put our heads down. The team bounced back. Serge made some great tactical changes. Not only myself, but he put Charlie in. Charlie scored.
True, yeah.
I scored off the bench, so his 2 tactical changes scored.
Worked pretty quickly,
whether that was the plan or not, but it worked. So credit to Serge and credit to the staff, the coaching staff. They've done a great job to do that.
100%.
Yeah.
And for you, what was the kind of attraction of playing at the club? Had you heard much about Newport before, or was it mainly Serge? Like, why did you want to join the club in the first place?
Look, I didn't know Newport was a team, to be honest. I was a bit skeptical about it because I didn't know much about them. But obviously with the winning track and being first on the table, it's a very enticing thing to have.
Sure.
I think I knew a lot about Serge because obviously I've known him for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
Played with him at Heidelberg for a little bit last year. And look, I've always believed and trusted in what he's looking to do with his teams, and no matter who he's got in the park, he's going to be doing well.
Sure.
Because he's a winner.
Yep.
So I wanted to be part of that, and I think it's been a good start to it, and there's a long way to go, but I think we're going to have some great success here.
100%. Have you adjusted well to joining because obviously for you it's a kind of coming in halfway is never that easy because obviously the players have relationships already, and maybe the coach knows players a little bit better. So has that been a bit of an adjustment for you?
I think maybe half the change room I already knew from either Heidelberg or past times that I've played with them.
Yep.
So I've known a lot of the players, so it's been a good adjustment to sort of come in and sort of get to business straight away. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest adjustment is the sort of the environment here. Like the pitch is different. There's a lot more K's going into the legs in training as well. There's a lot more physical stuff in training, which my body's starting to adjust to now, being 2 weeks in. I think I came off an injury, obviously. That's why I hadn't played much before coming in here. So I think I only played 2 games or 3 games at Melton before coming in here. Mm-hmm. So I hadn't had much of a pre-season or like a season before this. So I was still trying to find my feet with fitness and get back into full speed. Yeah.
And for you, was it were you expecting things to go so well? Obviously, you come in, your first game you're starting, second game you score. Like I'd say for a new signing, it's been a pretty successful. It's been a pretty successful first 2 games. So were you kind of expecting that? Or?
Look, I'll never expect to start or never expect to be doing well and scoring. I mean, I came in with the intention to try and do that, and I worked hard the first week of training, and I obviously got the nod, and I think I earned that. We've got a really good group of players. I think every player in our squad is deservable to start week in, week out. I think if you fielded 2 squads every week, they'd win regardless. I think it's just a matter of who's going to perform on that week, and you can see it because from ETA to Maidstone, there was 5 different players that started. And we won quite comfortably both games. So, and I don't doubt that this week there's going to be a different starting 11 again. So no matter who's going out there, I think they're still getting the job done, and that's a credit to sort of not only the team, but the coaching staff, because they're playing the players they think are suitable for the game and the players that are performing well.
100%. And for you this week, what are your expectations playing against Wyndham? Obviously, last time we played them, you weren't here, and it was I wouldn't say KG, but it was a tight. It wasn't tight from their chances. It was just they played quite tight and they were quite defensive. So what are your expectations on that game on the weekend?
Look, first of all, we need to get the 3 points. We need to keep that rolling. I'd love to obviously get on the score sheet again, keep that rolling, go a goal every week would be perfect. I mean, I had a personal goal of getting 15 goals for the 10 games that I'm in. I've got 1. I've got 8 games left, so I need to kind of score every game or get 2 goals in some of these games. So if I can get that goal and achieve that, I'll be very happy.
I mean, you can save the hat-trick for Bendigo, that's fine.
That would be ideal. I think that's fine. I mean, look, I'm not all about scoring against only the lower half. I want to score against the teams that are going to make it hard for us as well.
100%. Well, Wyndham might. We saw how they set up last time. They might make it difficult. But for you, what is your score prediction, first of all?
I think we're going to win 4-0.
Okay. And who's scoring those goals? We asked Gio last week, and he was quite close actually with the predictions.
Was he really?
So he said 3-0.
What did he say? Who was he said the scorers?
He predicted that Bash would get 1, he would get 1, and I think he said Rashidi would get 1. So with the scorers, he was completely off. But with the score line, he was quite close.
He wasn't too far off.
So we're assessing you against his predictions last week. So you said 4-0. Who's your scorers?
Yeah.
How many do you get? Is the question.
I think I'm going to get 2.
Okay.
Garba's going to get 1. And I think Chem's going to get 1.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. For the Vice to get back.
I think Chem's going to come back in and he's going to get a goal. He worked really hard on the weekend, captained the side, and he's showing some bloody good form. I'll give you that.
100%. Just quickly, because we've had Chem on before, and obviously I think he's a really important part of the squad. How is it for you playing with a player like that? Because obviously his quality kind of shows in training, whatever. But like, how is it actually being on the pitch with a player like that?
So I haven't actually played much with Chem because ETA game I came off and Chem came on.
Yes, yeah.
This game I played the 15 minutes with him. He's a very good, smart player, so he's going to keep the ball, he's going to create a lot of space for you. So that helps and it benefits me, I think.
Yep.
I think hopefully I get back on the starting list this week and I can work in and hopefully connect really well with him.
Sure.
I think it's going to benefit the whole squad having us on the park together.
Yep. And just quickly for the audience at home, give us a quick player profile about you. Just what are some important things they should know? Strong foot, best finish, what just quickly.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to go on about me too much, to be honest. I think, look, I'm definitely a right-footed player, but over the last few years, I've definitely gained the ability to use my left a lot more. I think the finish I had on the weekend's got to be one of the highlights.
Is that the classic Matt finish? Are we calling it that?
I've definitely done a few like that where we've cut in and curled it into that top corner. But I think you're definitely going to see a lot more of those. You're going to see a few more of those.
Done. All right. Well, hopefully, guys, on the weekend, come down to the reserve. We're playing at home. This is one of our few home games on the return leg. So come down and watch on Saturday. And if you can't make it, check out the highlights on Sunday. Thanks so much for watching. And thank you, Matt, for being on the podcast. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. See you guys. Take care.
See ya. Up the storm.
Up the storm.